Nick with Safety Reloaded here. A lot of people have been asking about holster selection after the last few videos I did reviewing holsters. Well, if you're lucky enough to have a holster come with your firearm, such as I did with the SIG and the Springfield, then you have a great jumping off point. But from here you have to figure out how you want to carry. Inside the waistband, outside the waistband, 3 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, is it an ankle holster, shoulder holster? You got to figure out what criteria you have moving forward for a holster. The next thing is actually looking at what's on the market. Until you figure out what you want, there's going to seem like there's a never-ending supply of holster options and manufacturers. I mean, it can get really overwhelming with all the different types that are out there, and it might be really hard to figure out what the first one's going to be. I can tell you for me, there was a lot of trial and error when I first started out. A lot of trial and error. I'm not going to try and overwhelm you with all the different types out there. Here's just a couple that I really like to use on a regular basis. You've got your leather outside the waistband that actually conceals fairly well. And then you've got your inside the waistband that are these soft materials. They are fantastic also, but both of these do have drawbacks. Starting with the leather holsters, because they are outside the waistband, you may have a situation where they print more against your clothing. You also may have the muzzle peek out when you're reaching for something. It's not going to be as true with the inside the waistbands. Inside the waistbands usually don't print as much, but because they are, in this case, the soft material, it's a little flimsy to get your gun reholstered. So you may have to take the holster off of your body in order to put the gun back safely. The soft-sided holsters may also fit more firearms. Because it's really just a pouch that your gun sits in, it doesn't mold to it, you may have the ability to buy one size holster and fit several firearms into it. This isn't going to be as true with leather holsters because they are a more rigid material. Typically they will just be for a very, very similar set of guns or just for one specific firearm. Let's take a closer look at these on the body. Starting with this slide leather holster, you'll see that it fits fairly nicely and it can be concealed quite well. From the side you can't even see it, and in the front it really does hold close to the body so it's not as noticeable. Easily accessible and easily reholstered. Taking a look now at my Revolver holster. This is a much thicker holster, a much more rigid one made specifically for this gun, but it does hide very well. Pulls it again nice and close to the body, doesn't print almost at all. Even from the back or the side, you really can't see anything, and it still allows easy access with that retention. Holsters very nicely again. Now looking at the soft side holsters, this is a full-size Springfield XD with a threaded barrel. It's a big gun, but because the muzzle is hidden inside the pants, it doesn't print or show as much, and you don't have to worry about the muzzle poking out from underneath your shirt. Now it draws very nicely and easily, but again the problem is when you're trying to reholster it, it's flimsy, so you do have to kind of work with it a little bit and kind of fidget it back into place. This soft side holster really does a very good job at hiding the firearm, even when that firearm is a Taurus Judge. But again, trying to reholster that firearm can be a bit of a pain in the ass. I hope you like this quick down dirty video of a couple of the holsters I prefer. There are a lot out there and it can be overwhelming what to choose for new shooters. The next couple weeks I'll be putting more videos out regarding holster selection, whether it be ankle holsters, appendix carry, shoulder rigs, and a lot of the other common ones that are out there. If you have any questions or specific holsters you want us to review, leave them in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe, and again, this is Nick with Safety Reloaded. Keep training.